You had people like you had people like the former chairman and leader of the party in people like people.
Has this ever happened to you? You've thought long and hard about what you wanted to say, you have a perfectly rehearsed and eloquently put script playing in your head, and then, when it's finally your turn to speak, the record scratching and a mismatched word soup comes out?
Boy, Elmo love alphabet soup. Cause if Elmo eat enough of this stuff, I'll learn the alphabet, right, Gina?
Oh, well, I'm afraid it doesn't work that way, Elmo.
Stuttering is way more common than we have been made to think. But ever since elementary school, we have learned that it's somewhat of a habit to have to unlearn, and often a reason for people to make fun of us. It is a disorder that is stigmatized in adults too, as people usually associate it with dementia and other old age specific problems. Like our guy, the president-elect here.
Welcome to the world, Joe. You having a good time, Joe?
But what is stuttering?
Did I stutter?
Stuttering, also called stammering or childhood onset fluency disorder, is a speech disorder that involves frequent and significant problems with normal fluency and flow of speech. People who stutter know what they want to say, but have difficulty saying it. For example, they may repeat or prolong a word, a syllable, a consonant, or a vowel sound. Or they may pause during speech because they've reached the problematic word of sound.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Stuttering is common in young children, and most of them grow up to not have a stutter anymore. But sometimes it becomes a chronic condition that persists into adulthood, and it has an impact on self-esteem and interactions with other people.
Use our outside voice. We don't have time for this. Let's go.
Of course, it's not a very pleasant experience for both parties if one of them can let their words out and the other doesn't have a clue what they're talking about. And it could lead to pretty embarrassing situations.
Tell her she's my muse. No, tell her she's a continuing source of inspiration to me. Okay? Hey, Wendy.
Yeah?
Stan says you're a cunt. You're a cunt. Stan says you're a cunt.
Well, tell Stan to fuck off!
You're a continuing source of inspiration to him.
So how exactly do we deal with this disorder? As we've seen before, stuttering is a very common disorder in children, mostly because their brains haven't developed fully yet. With the right framework, speech therapy can help them avoid carrying out through adulthood. The International Stuttering Awareness Association website offers many well-researched resources and information on stuttering, as well as a forum-based system that allows people to talk to a professional online. One of their studies involved using theater as a form of therapy for stuttering adults.
If it weren't for you, I could have done anything I wanted.
Oh yeah?
I could have been a contender.
What?
Contender!
Contender? You can't even say it right, let alone...
Nowadays, there's still quite a lot of prejudice towards people who stutter, though it is getting increasingly more tolerated. There's even a day dedicated to International Stuttering Awareness.
If we fall for, a bunch...
People are starting to own their disorder and not be ashamed of it anymore. In 2017, Hector, a volunteer at the International Stuttering Awareness Day workshop, decided to share his experience with self-advocacy.
Stuttering is not connected to either a lack of trying or a lack of intelligence. I can tell you that I've tried very, very hard.
Many famous people stutter. In fact, the Stuttering Foundation webpage has a section dedicated to them, including Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, and even John Paul Larkin, whom you may remember as...
I'm a Scatman!
This emo band made a song about it in 2012, which is pretty bad, but it's the first thing that showed up on my YouTube feed when I looked the word up. Jesus Christ, look at this guy's hair. But anyway, Lara Trump got called out on television for making fun of Biden's stutter.
Every time he comes on stage or they turn to him, I'm like, Joe, can you get it out? Let's get the words out, Joe. You kind of feel bad for him.
Biden has also addressed his concern on the matter on a response tweet. The teen also describes how Biden helped him overcome the stutter.
It was really amazing to hear that someone like me became vice president.
As people usually associated with dementia. It is stigmatized involves frequent and significant problems with normal fluency and flow of speech. Addressed his concern on Biden